you've just come from?
So we've had the Future Biotechnologists event, and so we've had, in the room, we've had like, I don't know how many, I think it's 20 scientists, something like that, loads of different scientists, people interested in biotechnology, and it's been really, really interesting. We've had, so I've known some people from before, some of the scientists from before, and I've furthered conversations with them about like neuroscience and like gut health and things like that. I've also met new scientists that have been really interesting, and it's kind of some things I've had new interest in, so cancers that I didn't know about before, or protein like structures that like I've never come across before in school. And I think that's something that is really done really well, is this is not something I do in lesson. None of these things I've learned in lesson or in science. It's a completely different path and different like interests and knowledge that I would never have experienced before. So it's really, really interesting. It's like developed my like interest in science, definitely.
Have you come away thinking you might do something different from what you've been thinking about before?
I think I've been thinking about science the whole, like, mainly, which is why I've wanted to do the event, but it's definitely opened my... I've realised that I can actually... There's so many different things. It's not just like, oh, you're doing science, this is science. Like, I can specialise into one thing or another, and there's so many different routes you can take and so many different, like, things that you could do in science, or degrees or subjects or courses or jobs you can do. So it's really like broadened my like understanding of how many things there are.
Great. And what would you say to other students thinking of coming to something similar?
Definitely come. It's really interesting. It's really, really interesting because it's something you never will have seen, heard, like anything you've had before. It's not going to be, because unless you've met 20 biotechnologists or scientists in a room before, it's not something you're going to have experienced before. So it's a very interesting experience that it definitely opens up your opinions on science, because people might think, oh, science is boring, but if you came, you'd think it's actually really interesting, different to what you thought. You have to get engaged in it to actually ask questions and be involved, but it's definitely very interesting.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time.